Hope you've been having a wonderful, wonderful week. And even if not, that's okay too. I promise. Where is your daddy? Can you hear sounds? Can you hear strange sounds? Does this sound like a normal garden studio library? Or is this the sound of nature? Listen. I don't know how much you can hear right now, but there are millions of chirping bugs and frogs and all kinds of nightlife. The country version of nightlife. Out here we are in rural Japan, and I'm walking along a gravel road in the darkness. Sounds like a fairy tale, right? Well, the locked audio this week on Patreon was I read you some Japanese fairy tales while I'm here on vacation in Japan. And if you are interested in hearing that and all kinds of wild stuff on the Patreon, including wild stuff that requires the ages of 18 to 800, you can check that out, of course. But right now, it's podcast time with you and me, little bunny. We are going to do some stargazing. We're going to do our best because unfortunately the stars are not... Say that better, Daddy. Unfortunately, the stars are not so bright out here, or rather, the ground is so bright out here that the stars are hard to see. But I can see a few stars. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3. I guess if you really, really let your eyes go relaxed, I can see all kinds of faint little stars above. What do you think of when you look at the stars, little bunny? What do you think of? Do you feel inspired? Or do you feel small? Or do you feel that life is precious? How do I feel at these stars with you here, little bunny? I like looking up at these stars and knowing that you're looking up at them too. If not at this moment, the next time you look up at the stars, you'll be looking up at these stars, getting more or less the same view as me. I know it's different depending on where you are on the globe. But pretty much this view on Earth looking out, I can feel you watching with me. I want you always with me, little bunny. I keep taking pictures of bunny things when I'm traveling around Japan, thinking of you. Posting them to the Discord, actually, but we don't have to talk about more Patreon stuff. But Japan certainly loves their bunnies. So much cute bunny stuff. Do you know the word cute in Japanese? It's kawaii. So kawaii, all the bunny merchandise and decorations. I actually bought two things for you. One was that book of fairy tales that I found. And the other is a pair of bunny socks for me so I can really bring you with me everywhere I go. Maybe you'll have to bless the bunny socks. Will you bless my bunny socks with me? I want you to do something very silly. I want you to wave your finger in the air and make a heart. Just draw a heart in the air and say, "Dear Daddy Lindy, I, your beloved little bunny." You can keep drawing the hearts in the air. I, your beloved little bunny, bless your bunny socks so that you may take me everywhere you go. There we go. All right, I think that will have worked. Maybe you can add some bunny protection in there. Yeah. Okay, so if you want to add some more powers to my bunny socks, I want you to make some more finger motions in the air, drawing some hearts, and you may say, Daddy Lindy, your dear little bunny, bless your bunny socks with my protective powers. And then I'll be nice and protected. In case I need to do some dangerous daddy activity, put on my bunny socks and I'll increase my likelihood of coming out unscathed, unscraped by cacti or any manner of violent things in the world. I wonder if there's something fun I can touch. Last time I took you on a walk, it was on another vacation podcast. I touched a cactus. It's a bunny. It's a fan favorite, apparently. Whatever, fan does not apply to the garden, but it's a bunny favorite. It's the cactus one. I think it's called something in the Southwest. It's like 100 episodes ago or something. But a little bunny, we should touch something. How about this leaf? Should I reach out and touch this dark leaf that I can't see? 3, 2, 1. Oh, wow. Ooh, it feels weird. It's like, oh my God. It's a soft leaf. Wow. Feels like skin almost. What a soft leaf. Wow. What about this branch, this twig? Feels so rough. I just came out of the onsen, this place we're staying at. Has like a public bath, hot spring type thing. And nice and refreshed. So clean, and all these textures feel so good. What blessings can I give to you, little bunny? So you blessed my bunny socks, and if you come up with another blessing to bless my bunny socks, go ahead. There was actually, we went to a Buddhist ceremony, I guess it is. And at one point you can go up and give the monk any of your belongings. Like bags are really popular. I gave my wallet, and he will kind of pass it by the fire and give it back to you with a bow. And it's supposed to, I guess, cleanse the evil spirits that perhaps may be lurking in your bag or in your wallet. I don't know the explanation. It was in Japanese, but that's mostly what I can gather. So what kind of blessings can I give you, little bunny? What can you give me that I'll take by the fire? What do you trust to give me? Do you trust giving me something precious and then going over to the fire? What kind of entertaining thing can I do with my bunny's possession by the fire? I probably would pretend to throw it in and then give you a wink, and then give it a smooch and give it back to you. Maybe that's the ritual. So you give me something precious. I go to the fire and I'm like, whoa. And then I give it a kiss, give you a wink, and give it back to you. No, but then every 1,000 times, I actually throw it in the fire, So there's that risk. There's a 1 in 1,000 chance, 0.1 chance, 0.1 chance that your belonging will be tossed into the fire, which makes the game fun for everybody. This is the kind of nonsense that we come up with in the garden. We're all just making this up together, you and me and your fellow bunnies. Whatever the hell this is. Just honestly having a good time. Having some smiles together and blessing each other's socks. Maybe you get to pick one pair of socks. I will bless exactly one pair of your socks, little bunny. And no, if you listen to the episode again, you can't pick another pair of socks. You only get to do this once. However, if you lose that pair of socks or they get worn out, you may come back and swap the pair of socks out. But you may only have one pair of socks at a time that are blessed by your dear Daddy Lindy. Understand? Okay. You can either get it now or I don't know. Do however you want, but pick a pair of socks. You can either put them on, maybe they're the ones that you're wearing right now. What if I made it be the ones you're wearing right now? What if you hate these socks that you're wearing right now? Okay, I'm going to bless the pair of socks you have right now, unless you're barefoot, in which case this works on the next pair of socks that you put on. Too complicated, Daddy. Okay. The socks you are wearing right now, little bunny, or the next pair of socks that you put on if you're barefoot, are about to be blessed. Now I have to decide what I want to bless your socks with. Daddy protective energy? Maybe. Do you want good luck? No, we make our own luck, don't we, little bunny? That's right. Maybe I'll give you boldness instead. Your bold socks. And you start strutting around with a little swagger. Can you hear the rocks under my feet? It's your daddy swagger with the hips and the shoulders, and fuck, I'm so cool. Walking down the street, yeah. Maybe I'll give you your bold pair of socks. And when you wear your bold pair of socks, you just do the stupidest strut. Like you are the shit. You are the coolest person in the world. You're the best at what you do, and everyone wants to be you, and you just strut around like that. That's what these socks are going to be. Your bold bunny socks, which I will bless. And if you don't like the socks you're wearing right now, you better get out of those socks quick, little bunny. You better get out of those socks quick, because this only counts for right now. Take a breath with me. We're going to gather the spirit of these crickets out along. I should do more podcasts walking around. This is awesome. Okay. Gather the sounds of the crickets and the toads and the nightlife. The nightlife of rural Japan is going to make your socks so bold, little bunny. It's going to make you bold when you wear them. Yeah, can you feel it? Okay. What is the next phase? I think you have to roll your shoulders. Boom. And I don't mean like together, like you're in a yoga class. Not that roll of shoulders. You go one at a time, and then the other. Do it backwards. So like left shoulder back, and then right shoulder back. And you just look like a cocky bastard. You can kind of flow with it. Boom. Oh, what a badass bunny I have. My bunny is gonna get some badass socks. Gonna be bold, bunny. Boom, left shoulder and other shoulder, left and right, and boom. My bold ass bunny gonna get some bold bunny socks gonna boom. We would have such great music in like a bunny ceremony, right? I have to admit, the Buddhist music was super cool. They had the taiko drums. I think they were taiko drums, but God, that's such cool drumming. You know what taiko drums are? They're the big ones. They have these big ass sticks. If you think of drumsticks, and you think of those little itty bitty drumsticks that people are playing drum set with, no, these are like huge, girthy, long things, yeah. Like that. And they've got the bells too. It's got the contrast of the really strong stuff, and then the boom, ching, boom. I really hope I don't run out of battery. I have to pause 1 second. Okay, that's little bunny. We're back. I had to pause and save because I didn't want to lose that piece of garden history. That amazing piece of garden history. And my battery is running low on this recorder, and I'm in the middle of nowhere, and it is Thursday, and there always must be a podcast recorded Thursday night. So you, my bunny, always have a podcast on Friday. Okay, do your socks feel blessed, little bunny? I think we'll have to figure out the poem to bless the socks. Maybe that can be the poem of the episode. Unfortunately, I don't have time to fall asleep and wake up tomorrow and write you the poem tomorrow morning. It has been the most packed trip ever, but isn't that great? An active life is better than a passive life. In general, it sounds so spoiled of me to be like, yeah, active vacation is all you gotta do. No, in general, little bunny, whether it's work, the work you do, it's so much better when you are really invested and active. You feel like you're living life with your work instead of just waiting for time to pass. Waiting for time to pass, whether it's work or whether you are in a period of your life. If you've ever had a period where you don't have work, maybe you're staying with family or something. And if you find yourself, maybe you find this way in the weekends where you just sit around waiting for time to pass. Maybe your phone scrolling makes you feel like you're not just waiting for time to pass, but you really are just waiting for time to pass. Let's get you active. Maybe this is what your bold socks can be, little bunny. Maybe the very first thing to get you on a more active life. I'm going to put on those bold bunny socks when they are ready. They're not quite ready yet. When we get those bold bunny socks on you, maybe the next thing you do is go for a walk and do that shoulder strut and just look ridiculous, like you have such an inflated ego. You can make like you're pretend you're a Disney villain. It just thinks he is hot shit. He's just strutting down the street in the hip swagger too. And that is you, little bunny. That is you being active. I love that. I love that, little bunny. So, shall we write this poem? I want to stay with you forever, but I will always be here with you. In this evening, I want to stay with you forever. But I actually will run out of battery, and it is actually quite late, so I do have to get to bed. But let's write this poem. Oh, maybe we could do it in first person. So this could be almost like a poem that you write. I am a badass bunny. I am a bold bunny. This is not the official version. We gotta work on it. So I am a badass bunny. I am a bold bunny. I am a bunny who struts down the street like I'm the most important bunny there ever was. And I've got my socks to prove it. So bad. I'm going to go with it, okay? The official poem for this week's episode is I am a badass bunny. I am a bold bunny. And what happened next? Shit. I strut down the street like I'm the baddest, boldest bunny to ever be. And I've got my socks to prove it. Lock it in, that's the poem. Okay, little bunny. It's so short. I'm going to stay with you a little bit longer, but that's going to count as the poem, okay? I just want to get out of the way before I forget. Okay, I'll stay with you longer. What are we going to do? Oh, I need to get a better portable microphone. I don't like the quality of this one. It's not good enough. Not good enough for you, little bunny. You deserve better. But there's a way I can get my professional microphone and like a portable thing to plug it into. Yeah, I might do that. And I might take you on walks. What do you think about that? What if the podcast is a walk? I tried to take you on YouTube walks. I'd successfully took you on YouTube walks many months ago. I guess this was like 2.5 years ago at this point. But the video is just such a hassle. But I loved taking you on walks. Maybe I'll do that. There's something magic about walking around, isn't there? Puts me in a good mood. Gets the ideas going. So many smart and creative people in history got their great ideas while going on walks. Maybe you can go on walks with me. You can use the podcast to fall asleep, or you could go on a walk with me. Daddy walks his little bunny. Good daddy takes his little bunny on walks. Isn't that right, little bunny? Yes. Okay, I will do that. See, I got this brilliant idea while walking. Oh, how meta. Okay, fine, little bunny. Done. Sometimes I will give you the podcast recorded indoors in the garden library. But sometimes I'll take you out on a walk. It'll be in New York City though, so it'll be loud, and who knows what kind of crazy stuff we will hear, little bunny. We may hear some crazy stuff. But that's part of the fun, right? Looking up at these stars again. I love you, little bunny. Oh, it's cleared up. Oh my God. I didn't realize how many clouds were in the way. There's way more stars now. Yes, there's some light pollution, but there was just a bunch of clouds in the way. Well, look at this, little bunny. Look at this. What do you know? I don't know what to do with this. You know, I don't really think of anything right now when I look up at the stars. I asked you earlier in the podcast if you feel inspired. Maybe like there's limitless possibilities somehow, or you feel that somehow the stars are speaking to you, or drawing pictures that are relevant to you, or predicting your future, or telling you of the past or something. Or do you feel small when you know that each star up there literally is a sun? Or rather, our sun is a star, just like these. These are just smaller because they're so far away. And the sun is literally just a star that's really up close. And the number of stars, like each of these stars has, as far as we know, at least one planet around them, you know? And the number of stars we can see is just like a tiny fraction of the number of stars that are out there. Oh, your daddy might get sci-fi. He might get sci-fi. I don't know. I think there's some plot twists in store for us in life. So brace for some interesting stuff to turn out to be true. And build stuff. Be good to people. Be good to yourself, little bunny. I think you are most guilty of not being good to yourself. So be better to yourself. And now that you have some daddy blessed socks, go ahead and be bold as well. Okay, I gotta call it there. My microphone's about to crap out on me. I love you, little bunny. Have a great week. I love you. I love you. I love you.